Today, we're diving into how to record sales in QuickBooks Online, ensuring your business's financial activities are accurately captured and managed. Understanding this process is crucial for maintaining your financial records and supporting better business decisions. Let's start by identifying the different scenarios in which you might record a sale in QuickBooks. Essentially, there are three primary methods depending on when you receive payment for your sales. These include using a sales receipt, creating an invoice, or recording a payment directly into the bank deposit, particularly if it's a batch sales deposit. Firstly, if you receive payment at the point of sale, such as a customer purchasing an item in your store or paying for a service on the spot, you'll use what's called a sales receipt. Here's how you do it. To record a sales receipt, you'd begin by navigating to the New button located on the left pane of your dashboard. Select Sales Receipt under the Customers column. This action opens a new form where you'll input the details of the transaction. On the sales receipt form, the first field is to specify the customer who is involved in the transaction. QuickBooks allows you to choose from existing customers or add a new one on the spot. Let's select Amy's Bird Sanctuary as the customer. However, this step, while important for keeping detailed records, is not mandatory, especially for transactions where payment is immediate and tracking specific customer data isn't necessary. However, if you wish to maintain precise records of each customer's purchases, you should specify the customer. Once the customer is selected, proceed to detail the product or service they're purchasing. QuickBooks is designed to pull this information from your pre-configured list of offerings, but you can also add new items as needed directly within the form. Let's say we did a design for the customer, so I will select Design here. Also, you need to specify the quantity in the Quantity column. As for the rate and total amount, it'll populate automatically. Here too, it's important to specify the payment method. Whether the customer pays by cash, check, or credit card, accurately recording the method is crucial for your records. This step influences how the transaction is recorded in your accounts. Let's choose cash as the payment method. Now, if you look over here, the Deposit To field is set to Undeposited Funds. Undeposited funds acts as a holding account in QuickBooks, similar to a cash drawer in a physical store. It's used to group received payments that have not yet been deposited into the bank. For instance, if you receive multiple checks or cash payments throughout the day, you don't necessarily deposit each payment individually. Instead, you collect these payments in the Undeposited Funds account and then make a single deposit to the bank, which helps in reconciling your bank statement with your QuickBooks records accurately. However, for direct electronic payments that go straight into your bank account, such as credit card transactions, direct bank transfers, or online payments. In these cases, you can set the Deposit To field directly to the specific bank account, such as checking or savings, to avoid unnecessary steps. After all details are checked for accuracy, you have several options for processing the sales receipt. You can save and send it directly to the customer via email, enhancing professionalism and convenience, or simply save the record if no receipt is needed externally. This is how you create sales receipts in QuickBooks Online. But note that in cases where payment will be received later, creating an invoice is your go-to option. We'll cover that in our future videos. For now, let's call it a day and thank you so much for watching. See you in my other videos.